starts with us. Hey! Straight. Steam on the glass, kettle starts to roll. Inbox blinking, but I'm in control. Shoes by the door, playlist tight. Not perfect, but we showed up right. We're not the noise they spin for clicks. With the crew that never quits. Up before the bell rings in. Brush it off, we go again. Hey, 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 we don't wait, we go build from the bottom. Now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Bagels cold, but the coffee hits. Muted screens, unmuted grid. They count us out, we mark the page. Turn the cycle, flip the stage. They frame the bet, we flip the board. Cut the static, found the chord. I still tired, but that's alright. We've got skin, we've got fight. Hey, 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 we don't wait, we go build from the bottom. Now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Not every win is on a chart. Not every loss can break your heart. We're the ones they couldn't prize. We show up. That's the spice. Hey, hey, we don't wait. We go build from the bottom. Now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Let 'em know. Every morning starts with us. Oh, hey, hey, we don't wait. We go build from the bottom. Now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. All of those tracks are from Trove, great contributor to the show. I have to play you an audio. I could show you the video, but I'll just play the audio. I'm pretty sure you know who it is talking.
Israel says that Iran violated the peace agreement, the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
And that was to the press corps, right outside Marine One, as our president, Donald Trump, was on his way to, who knows, maybe breakfast. You know? I call it the setup, guys, and a lot of people don't realize, like, timelines when these announcements are happening or these headlines. And the timelines are whatever the stock market is doing. People don't get this part, and I have to explain it. But pumping in and out of the stock market, and then, you know, a fake out, and then obviously, you know, killing it. If you guys didn't see oil yesterday, it's the biggest rug pull ever from yesterday to today. And the same thing is happening right now with this market. Once you see uncertainty, I'll explain. Donald Trump comes out, and they set out the Vice President, J.D. Vance. He ran over to Fox News all at the same time. They're about to announce that they have this deal done with Israel and Iran at a ceasefire. after a 12-day war, as they call it. And, J.D. Vance just happens to be live on Fox News when they announce that it's done. And he says, oh, I was hoping they would get it done by the time I got here to the studio. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can say there's a ceasefire, but is there really one? Why are we putting a timeline? Mr. President says, well, we have 11 more hours until it goes into effect. So what are we going to do in these next 11 hours? No, we're just going to bomb the shit out of each other. We're just going to attack each other. We're just going to go ahead and attack a Qatar air base. And you know what they say? They go, well, no one got hurt. There was no casualties. I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm a different type of cat. All right? Like, if you took a swing at me and you didn't hit me, that ain't like no harm, no foul. It's like, whoa, what? And I'm coming back. Natural reaction. No. We literally punch somebody in the face with these bunker bombs, as I'm being told. I have no visual to even take it in. I saw the pictures. I didn't see it. We hit the shit out of them. Allegedly, we destroyed all their capabilities of this uranium becoming, or plutonium becoming, I don't know, weapons grade material. I don't know what we did. But apparently we hit them really hard. We hit them so hard, we didn't knock them out. They started taking swings. Then we say, hey, man, the fight's over. Please, let's not fight. And then these bitches start throwing hands again. I'm just like, man, this is the world I live in. I live in the world of being told one thing and the setup is on the other side. Did you know that if Iran actually bombs and kills and hurts anyone and they violate the ceasefire, now we're at war? You put us in that predicament. I mean, it's one of those things where the ultimatum is, I've been in plenty of toxic relationships in my life where oh yeah, if you don't like it, you can leave. Thank you. Thank you for the option. Yeah, no, I'd rather just stick around and get yelled at and eat your chicken that doesn't taste good. That's what I'd rather do. Let me tell you. It's easy for Israel. And I start thinking about this because I understand who runs markets and money. And it's like, do they violate this shit on purpose after they buy the puts? Like, I'm just asking. Maybe you guys think I'm crazy. I know. Some people are like, yo, Marantz, you way out of bounds. No, I'm not. No, I am not. You're sustaining. These guys are asking questions about markets. We're here to talk about markets? You guys want to talk about stock? What's wrong with you? See what's going on with the world? Then of course, Terrible, breaking news, Terrible, puts up a video on her Twitter. Twitter. I don't call it X, and I never will. They put it on Twitter, and it says, it's like some soldier, like PFC. If this is going to happen, I hope you guys have supplies. And she goes, does he know something we don't? Yeah, he knows what time to go to formation. Okay, you're actually putting up clips. PFC's making posts. I saw some real top secret attacks going to be happening real soon. Yeah. The vice president didn't even know these attacks were happening. But you, the PFC, I'm done, man. This shit's hilarious. Anyway. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Gonna kill it today. Honestly, I have a list of stuff to talk about. But of course, the darling of the stock market, yours truly, GameStop, kicking ass today. Yes, I put my buy order in. You guys saw it. If you guys did not see my buy order, it was for a little over $250, whatever it was. It was how many shares did we buy? Enough? Always enough, right? Whatever you feel like is enough or not enough. My YOLO update is here on GameStop. Currently sitting on 1083, going through almost $27,000. Still pushing up, but down a little. Still catching back up, which is fine. I'm not worried about it one bit. I remember when just a couple of years ago, on the 3-year here, I remember when I was at like around $3,600 on this account. 3651, true story. 3651, and 2 years later, 3 years later, all the way up to around 36,000 plus, 36 something. So could have I taken the 10x? I could take 10x, the money that's out there, but from position to position, I won't do that. I've peaked in the pre-markets 40-something thousand, 50,000. It won't matter. This account right here will end up being 200,000. And then we'll look at it and say, okay, are you going to take money? Nope. And I know there's a lot of people that have their strategies of how they trade, and people want to talk about them and what you're not allowed to talk about and how you frown upon it, Marantz. It's not about who's taking money off the table. It's not about selling stock. Listen, I called out Richard Newton this week for a couple of reasons. The main reason being he's a content creator, influencer, literally influencer, finfluencer, financial influencer, and he tells people that he believes in the MOAS theory and or doesn't. He believes in bullish theories or don't, yet he's trading behind it. So he's asking people to buy shares, telling people to buy shares. I have that plain as day on every damn film. And then at the same time, selling call contracts behind it, selling his whole position allegedly. And allegedly, I mean, this guy made $1 million off of one trade. Still felt the need to come back in at the bottom and go back in again. Currently sitting on $1.8 million worth of shares. Like, allegedly, I say this, to sell at the top in the pre-market, to go ahead and sell and buy back in at the bottom, and I sell on halts, and I do. I mean, it's just nothing makes sense because the videos he's made has completely said otherwise. And that's just a creation of it. And partnering up with Odd Liar Financial, another YouTube page that has like 30,000 followers, going into that world of options and then promoting it on your channel and putting the little affiliate links on there for them as well. This explains the growth of that channel, of his channel. And I'm not saying it's all options traders or day traders. It's just interaction. It's like when you partner up with certain people and certain things, your ideologies might change. The way you invest might change. And it's unfortunate because it's going to cost people money. And this is why I talk about it. People are like, well, everyone has their own opinions. And no, you don't. You don't have your own opinion. You don't have a lot of things. Because a lot of you guys are greedy. You guys don't understand markets, and you don't understand volatility. But apparently, these guys found the algorithm. They found the cycles, right? Okay, cool. They're losing trades. If you saw we have all the screenshots. They literally sold off. He literally sold off. It sold at $18. That was the average. And then to come out and say, "Oh, and I have 200,000 now. I'm going to buy back in at the bottom." Like, you guys can. I'm telling you, man. I could sell my whole position right now. Think about this, okay? I could sell my whole position because you would never know what it is if I don't show it to you. I could take the $25,000 and then tomorrow when the market's low, like right now, 23, and I go, oh, I bought in at 23. Look at this buy order. Boom. And then you guys would probably be like, man, he's doing really good. Look at him. He bought in at 23, not knowing that I actually lost 2,000 on the trade because I sold. Now we're just playing games of optics and what it looks like visually. If you don't understand, it's okay. Here's what I understand about this company, about this stock, and why I want to buy it. I think from now until the 4th of July, I think we're going to run. I think we're going to run all the way through to the 5th of July. I think we're going to run all the way up to 25, 26. It's a good run for people. People that are writing covered calls are going to get caught. And here's why you're going to have it. This is a smaller Dorito here on this timeline. I can go to the 4 hour just so that you can see it. You're going to have a breakout on this whole damn chart. Boom. So this gap down, you get to see the connection via the after hours and stuff. But here is where you have your support lines. I want to explain it all to you guys so you guys can see it. So here's your support lines down here. You have your bullish divergence on the push down. It's here. And you're going to have a breakout. You have a breakout either this week or next week starting out, depending on how long we want to go sideways on this. But we're definitely going to have a step out. And when we have this step out of here, it's going to run all the way up. It'll get back to it, it'll close these gaps that we're missing. There's little resistance after the fact, right? From 25 to 29, little resistance in there. But you're going to have this run, and the thing that gives the run away is going to be if you go to the daily. Go to the daily. While we pay attention to this right here, we pay attention to the triangle that's formed, okay, on the daily. You can push it up a little bit longer, and you can push this one out a little wider. But you look like you're going to break out from this standpoint. The true thing is the RSI. The RSI, Relative Strength Index, way down here, okay, which pushed up real high at the 35 when we had a breakout. We are now at the lowest level we've had in a long time. Since way back here, when we were down here on the 13th. So when we were down here, the very bottom of this chart on the daily, down here, this was the previous bottom. We bounced and took off all the way to the top right before earnings. We saw earnings come out. They shorted the shit out of the stock, come all the way down, crash you. We went sideways, fought it back, bought it back. You found Ryan Cohen bought back shares. Everybody bought back shares. Everybody took it to the top again. As we took it to the top, you'll see the RSI cool off. We're now down at ground zero, as I call it. So as we're still down here at the 26s and 30s, we're really bad, 36, whatever it may be on RSI. This is going to run up. It's going to burn hot. And we're absolutely going to get that going. So if we can keep the volatility in play, if we can keep the volume stacking, you guys can keep doing what you do. I mean, I know people love 23 today. I bought in this morning, bought in yesterday, but here's the thing about this stock running. We literally are going to run out of the zone once people get it going again. And they will. It's just a matter of time. It might be on a short week, a holiday week, where people try to get in and not try to get too much exposure on that bottom side. So calling it now, Newton doesn't exist. His channel is an AI. LOL. No, he probably does exist. But saw a collaboration with Newton, and I don't know who that is. Had moments where his face was almost look lag and freezing in a way where it looked robotic. My 10 is that the whole channel is AI generated. Moreover, no, I don't know about that. The thing is this. Somebody went out here and said, Marantz, you can't even be playing these videos. You don't know if it's real or not. You don't know. And I was like, real or what? Like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Of course it's real. This person says, KSS and HIMS looking heavily shorted. It's almost time to bring them down. Fabian, they're not shorted like you think. It's not that way. HIMS is an absolute bullshit ass hedge to what we do. I've talked about HIMS. I forgot to talk about it yesterday. And then Frank, he texts me and he's like, you did it again, Marantz. I'm like, I know. If you guys don't know, I called this. I said, okay, it went up to 72. You get a DR pump, and then you'll have a break off. And here's what really came down. The Nova, I believe it's called Nova Nordic Partnership, whatever. They fell through. They actually got rid of HIMS. They're not doing HIMS anymore. So they're losing a portion of their revenue, a large portion of the revenue. So natural fall off, it gets obliterated overnight. The biggest loss they've ever had. Everybody got the hell out of there. Over 176 million shares traded on volume, with the float of 200 million shares. You're talking about half the float allegedly went back and forth yesterday. So that's huge for HIMS. For me today, I'm looking at FedEx, FDX. So you guys will hear the phrase AMC, okay? It's not the movie theaters, not the American Movie Company. It's not that. AMC stands for aftermarket close. Okay, so you'll hear it. They'll be like, hey, AMC, FedEx earnings, AMC. That's aftermarket close, and that's going to happen right now. Now, FedEx is setting themselves up to have a good breakout from their previous sides if they can get some good numbers. I don't know what the numbers are going to look like. I'm not going to pretend to know that I track it that way. But FedEx has had great support from the bottom here after last earnings report that actually gapped all the way down. You come through here, they have been battling back to the previous levels that they were before that earnings report. So if they can come flush and go sideways, it'll be great. So I'm looking at that for the after the market side. The next one that I'm looking for is tomorrow is going to be General Mills. Aftermarket close, and then of course Thursday, the day I'm waiting for, Nike. I'm waiting for Nike. I want to know what Nike's going to do and what numbers they're coming in at. The whole world's predicting they're terrible. Okay, well, if you're going to get Nike at a great price, bring it on down. It's almost like Target. Target is at a great price at $90-something. So is Nike at $60 flat. Just for the value in the brand that you see. They have not carved out anything. They have not lost anything. It's not like other investments that we're looking at. Like if you took Walgreens, for example, I don't know if people are paying attention to Walgreens. The problem with Walgreens right now is it 1L. Walgreens right here, WBA, is catching a bid for private, right? So they're going to go private. And they're offering, I believe, $11.25 a share. So, or $11.45 plus $3. So $11.45 plus potential $3 on assets after the fact. If you guys don't know about this company, it went completely bankrupt. Right? I mean, it's upside down like you wouldn't believe. They lose at least $6 a share on earnings. It's bad. Market cap of $9 billion, once an S&P 500 company. I mean, this is a company, I don't even know how many years it's been. Has it been 100? Has it been 100 years? Who knows? But this was the fall of Walgreens, to come all the way down from $66 all the way down to $7. You lost everything. You lost 90% of your company, and this is private equity carving out assets right here. That is what this is. So I'm paying attention to the buyout. I wouldn't want a private deal for GameStop ever. I think GameStop has the power of the people, but for companies to start getting, catching a little bit. I'll give you an example of one. It's gonna be Netflix. Now, Netflix is the number one streaming service in the world. Netflix is undefeated. Netflix can't be beat. But now I have these people on Wall Street telling me, and I heard it out of my own ears, Netflix is a $1 trillion company or aiming to be within the next 5 years. And I'm just saying to myself, how many more people and how many more televisions can we do? Because to double in value over the next 4 years, I don't see that happening. I can't see that happening. I've looked at every metric I measure, and you can't get double the value out of this unless you're going to dilute this float even further. It's only 400 million shares, plenty of dilution for you. The profits don't warrant that. They already trade at a PE ratio of over 50 on the forward. Trailing 12 PE is 60. So to get double value out of this, that's going to be tough, man. It's going to be really tough. Book is already at $56 a share. It trades at 22 times book. How are they allowed to trade at 22 times book and nobody else is? Hello. But I digress. I'll let people figure out what the stock is. If it's overvalued, which I currently think it is, I just don't think it warrants the price you see. I think this whole market's pumped. But that's just me, because when I go look at the Mag 7, and excuse my loud air conditioner, goodness gracious. You guys know I live in an ice box. This is going to be all your Mag stocks. We're talking about green as can be, with the exception of Apple being flat, which might as well be green. No, Apple's testing right here. You'll see it. They're testing the 50-day moving average again. They had a death cross. That's the resistance. They broke past a little bit and come right back down. We're battling it again. So that's Apple right now. Pay attention. GameStop's still floating high. I don't like the fact that the Russell 2000 peaked and went and touched up against the 200-day moving average, but it still plays within the theory that you can't break past it. So we'll see if it has a breakout. We'll see if this is a fake out type style. I think it is, me personally. I think the whole market's fake. I don't think that we're at an all-time high past this point. Remember, 609, you get past 609, I'd be amazed. I mean, at what point, if just think about this theory, okay? The theory is that this market is peaking, and what gives it away are insiders are selling. And I'm talking about like at the all-time high. Where's Nvidia? Nvidia's at 146. They were down at $86 just a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I'm going to give it 3 months. Okay, so right before tariffs and everything starts talking, you mean to tell me you took all the profit out of Nvidia from 153 all the way down to 86? You took trillions of dollars off the table. Trillions of dollars. Guys, I can't even, you can't even fathom the amount of money that moved in and out of this one security here. We're talking about countries' whole GDP moved out of this company that's now at $3.6 trillion market cap. And while that's happening with this market, where everyone's flushing money in and out of Nvidia, they're insiders. The number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, 2, and 3, listen, who have been holding stock. One guy, number 3, he had been holding since 2004. Jensen Hung, who's been selling over $2 billion, $3 billion worth of shares over the last year. And then you have their second guy in command. He's been holding stock since 2008. They're all selling right now. $200 million, $20 million, all this week. Like right now. I want you guys to know that it is a crime. Yet the greed just comes settling in. How Nvidia just is worth so much money, it makes zero sense to me. I know, because it's called mark-to-market accounting. You're fronting the money. You're fronting the trade. All you accountants out there, figure it out. It's like if an NFL football player got paid a contract, 5-year contract, and he got paid all his money the first day he walked in. You still got to play out 5 years. What's to say that you don't get hurt? What's to say you just don't up and quit and lose passion and desire? All that's the same thing happening here at Nvidia. What's to say that these contracts actually get fulfilled and paid? Microsoft's not paying you everything when they say they're going to commit themselves to 5 years and X amount of chips. Technology's not going to help you out because technology's against you because it doubles every 6 months. So the chips you sold for aren't worth as much, nearly. The T100 chips, the H100s, whatever they're called, you're literally not going to get the value for them 4 years from now, 3 years from now, even though the companies put money on it or they committed the cap expenditure towards it. Trump tariffs can come into play, and you're all done. You can have any type of foreign, diplomatic, I don't even know what it would be, foreign policy in play from the State Department to say you can't do business with X, Y, and Z company. That could come into play. We've got so much to look at over the next 5 years. That CoreWeave is under fire. Arms Holdings is under fire. Semiconductor Core is under fire. SMCI. Then you're going to look at where the chips come from. There's so many things that come into play, and yet everyone's allowed to front run their trade and their money with Nvidia. That's why this market's pumping. This is embarrassing. There's only one company not involved with Nvidia, and that's Apple, and Apple's flat. What does that tell you? All the other ones that are being pumped are absolutely pumping this one. They're all tied in together, guys. This whole damn thing, the Mag 7, and you can name them all, guys. It's going to be Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla, Apple. You name them. They're all tied some way, one way or the other, with the exception of Apple, right? So I don't believe it. I don't believe it when I see people say, and here's the thing, well, Marantz, they need the money. They want to take money. They want money. And it's like, what are you talking about? If my life work is Nvidia and I believe in the future of the company and I spit that shit, we're going to have growth over the next, from now until 2026. We have even more demand. We have even more. And you're like, well, you believe that? You believe your position is going to get even bigger? See, I believe in GameStop. I believe GameStop's going to be amazing, right? And so does Ryan Cohen. So what's he do? He buys shares. And then we all just hang out and hold and we wait for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next idea and update. Whatever. Cool. Not these guys. These guys are like, hey, the market's peaking. Let's go ahead and sell. They're selling. Why would you sell today? Listen to me, okay? Logically. All you billionaires out there, apparently. Why would you sell today at 146, but not 2 months ago at 89? Stock was all the way down. You didn't buy in. Why didn't you sell in a panic? Or maybe you were just like, I can't sell at this level because I'm riding this out now. But now that it's going back up, oh shit, we can't let that happen again. You can't. You got to take it off the table, can't you? After 25 years of holding, you're selling? Now? This week? No. Something doesn't add up. I apologize. Thank you for the, wow. Thank you for the super chat. We got Mag 1, Magnificent 1. And thank you for the 20 free memberships for the channel, man. Yeah, those Final Fantasy cards are amazing. They are. Hey, guys, we get to talk about this right now. T1000. Yeah, we get to talk about it right now. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the website called GameStop.com. We were on the watch 8,000. We were on the 8,000 watch, and we are officially past the 8,000 watch. I don't know if I showed you the chart here, this chart here. I was showing you these failed ass people. But let's go back to GameStop real quick. So GameStop on the daily kicking at, oh my God, look at that. I love this. I don't mind this at all. But I want to show you something here. Let's get out of that. Let's go to skedaddle. Let's go to GameStop website. My home, sweet home. Right here, we'll go to the traded cards, guys. Graded cards. PSA 8, 9, and 10 is what GameStop sells. If you have any PSA graded cards, they look something like this. Here's a PSA graded card. They're in a slab. If you have some Pokemon cards that you like, I'll show you a Pokemon card. Let's just say you have a Pokemon card and it has value. Just like that. You send it over to GameStop. You go over to GameStop. You walk in. You say, I'd like to trade in my card, and they'll give you value for it. Now, I know. Duh, you guys only give me 70% of the value. You guys don't even give me 100%. Well, this is a buyer's world. This is a seller's world. You want to do business or not? You want to go to eBay and get scammed out of your card? Go for it. It's on you. Me personally, if you had a card that you wanted to take in to get graded, like an Umbreon EX, you got a card you want to go get graded. Don't worry, AJ. This one's for you. I promise you. I don't know if you guys saw the best viewer of the show. His name's AJ. AJ, and I'm not going to show his video on here out of respect to him, okay, and his father, which I respect Anthony a tenfold. Dude's been part of the channel for a minute. But AJ came out and found some Pokemon cards, and he got them at GameStop, and he comes through and he opens them up, and he's so smart. He knows the cards. He knows what to say. He knows how to do it. He's like, Dad, we're going to hit EX. And of course he hit the EX, right? And he shows it, and it's all over the internet somewhere. And it's awesome, dude. It's so cool. And this is the best part about it. They're recording, and he's showing you the cards he hits, and he tells his dad, he says, Dad, we got to stop recording. And his dad's like, what? What do you mean? He's like, I got to go tell my sister. That is such love. He wanted to share it with his sister that he hit a card in the pack. So shout out to little AJ opening up prismatic cards, hitting a pack. You guys already know how I feel about it. We're making these hobbyists, these guys who are gonna be a part of the hobby, be a part of GameStop forever. It's gonna change their lives because they're gonna remember those days with their dad. I remember mine with my dad. My dad used to buy boxes of Pro Set cards. Score, Pro Set, Topps, Bowman, Flair, Don Russ. We couldn't afford Upper Deck. We couldn't afford Leaf. But we did all the other cards we could. NBA Hoops. We had boxes of cards. We would just buy boxes. But my dad was like, we're looking for the Santa Claus card in Pro Set. Yep, boom, we had it. We were Cowboy fans. So we had Emmitt Smith rookie cards. We had everything, man. And that's what we were doing when we were growing up, collecting cards. And so awesome how cards came back into the fold for GameStop. In addition to video games, you guys know that we're huge gamers too. So the two things that I grew up doing, GameStop does. That's why it talks to me. So just to tell you, 8,000 watch. What does that mean? There are over 8,000 cards now. I remember when there was 1,400 in February. February of this year, 4 months ago, there were only 1,400 cards on this website. You want the biggest inventory pile ever because, one, this whole thing is extremely well organized. Is that even a way to say it? The whole thing is well organized. It's organized very nicely. However you want to say it, I don't care. These are the cards. These are the values. Over 8,150 cards now. Phenomenal. Last night, when I checked, yes, at midnight, before I went to bed, there were 7,800 cards. There are now 8,150. I love it. Keep bringing them over. If you guys ever want right here, a Crybaby James Harden card, a rookie card, James Harden, PSA 8, 2009 Topps, $18 for the pros. Maybe you're a James Harden fan. Maybe you guys like guys who just, get fouled and score all the points at the free throw line. Maybe you like guys who just hog the ball to get points. I mean, hell, they got mad at Kobe for doing it. Why aren't we mad at James Harden? Maybe you like guys who don't play defense like James Harden. That's crazy. If I didn't play defense, I probably could score 36 points. Anyway, this is GameStop. Looking healthy website. I love it. Look at that. Raptor 8s. We know what those are about. So, so this is what's going down. Restock every Friday, by the way. More Pokemon cards in the house. There is a new Pokemon release coming out real soon. I know people are getting ready for it, for the pre-orders on it. And it was announced by Pokemon. I posted it in it's a new series. But the Scarlet Violet is complete. I think this is the last one here, Black and White, Bolt and Flare, coming out real soon. But there's more sets coming, but a whole new build is coming. So people are ready to buy them. And people want this stuff. This is what they want. I don't think you can get any of this. Lost Origin. Let's see. What did it say? I got to go to the store, right? Find a store. Exactly. But people are looking for all this stuff. You guys buy them and don't open them. That's one thing. But I have children. I got to My kids don't even care about Pokemon, just me. I'm like, yo, bro, I'll buy that. I'll take that. Man, I buy random stuff, guys, just to support the company and the cause. All right, so there's that. We talked about 8,000. I'm happy that we're there. We'll talk about more charts. We got to look at this company that everyone's trying to push out. I want to get ahead of it. That's just me. There's an energy company called Oklo. Oklo, I believe that's what it's called. Oklo Inc. Funny, it's on the 24-hour. Look at that. Wow. All right, we'll go to the daily. Just so that you can look at it the way I look at it. Okay, this is your daily chart. Why are we talking about it? Oklo's an energy company that got the contract from the Department of Defense to build the new Alaskan Air Force Base. How long is it going to take to build? Years. Years. But obviously somebody knew that this was going to go into effect because you saw this have a cup, handle, and the breakout, and then retest this right here. But this is very classic cup and handle. But you got to think about it just a year ago, the same time frame, just last summer, coming out, they were at $5 a share. So you're looking at 10x, you're looking at crazy stuff. This company literally went public and did all of this, and this is where they were. $10, $10, $10. If I do my homework, I'm guessing it's a SPAC. I haven't even done enough homework on it, but it starts at 10, and it came out in 2021. Same time when GameStop, everybody's doing their thing. This is Oklo, and now it has, the breakout. So something's going on here. I'm choosing not to get involved, obviously. I just want to bring awareness to it and light to it, that this is what going to be pushed out to you guys. And all in the same, at the same time. Like if you go and you watch an interview, someone's going to be like, these are the next 5 stocks to buy. And you'll see the Oklo. You'll see hymns. You'll see everything we talk about. They end up putting it up there too. So just got to be careful because everybody wants to be right next to GameStop. That's the main thing for me. But I won't let it. I won't let it. Let's go ahead and get some updates here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin got saved last night by a ceasefire. Funny thing about Bitcoin is it can go up, big green candle here on the dailies. It can go from 98,000 all the way to 106. It's going to be an 8,000 swing, okay? 8,000 swing, boom, and in 2 days. 8,000. Why doesn't GameStop move then? If GameStop holds 4,700, let's just call it 5,000, it goes like this. That's a $40 million boost to the bottom line for GameStop. Why wouldn't it go? If GameStop's earnings are $44 million for the quarter, you literally just gained a whole quarter worth of earnings in 2 days. Why didn't it go? Right? It's really telling for me. So I chill. I don't get too excited, past it. I know what GameStop's going to do. I see it because I don't just pay attention to this. I also pay attention to the RSI. And that RSI is very low. It's ready to burn, guys. It's ready to burn. And every time it hits it, it burns fast. So I don't mind it one bit. We're way down here at the bottom and went all the way to the top, breaking out. But we're still, if we're going to go right here to the weekly's still playing out the way you thought it would, which is fine. We have this yellow road right here. You see this one right here? I don't know why it keeps moving. It's pissing me off. I never move it. But this is your support. It wouldn't matter. This thing comes from way down here. We can go way right here. Boom. Okay. And we're going to go up a little bit because we know that we're in the 20. So it seems that that's the support for GameStop. People keep acting like, well, GameStop's going to go sideways for now because that's what's happening. No, what's happening is we're having a golden cross literally right now this week. This week alone, you are forming a golden cross. You see it? See where the 50 and the 200? Boom, they're meeting. You're literally going to get that to cross over. Green's going to go up, and our stock's going to start running. We're going to have a good run out of here to this zone, to the top of this zone, testing out our own cup and handle along this line timeline. We'll go sideways down here. We'll play it out until next year, and then we'll have a breakout. And the breakout's going to be magnificent because it's from a 6-year wedge. It's that simple. From 2019, 2020, 5-year wedge then. We'll call it that. No, 6-year. 2020 to 2026. That's your wedge. And it's going to be phenomenal. And guys, Marantz, you're giving us a year? What's going to... I don't know what volatility you might get. I don't know what announcements you might get. I just know we have almost $10 billion worth of cash. We're an amazing company, and that's what I know. So keep doing what you do, man. I'm going to read some charts here. I'm going to do my thing. Hey, Marantz, did you see the bar chart article where they said the GameStop stock, sum of all parts, is $42.60? Do you get the same value, or are they missing anything in their calculation? Danny, I didn't like it per se because they were using free cash flow percentages as one of the metrics. And I mean, you can use that, but the problem is GameStop's free cash flow is derived from selling properties. So you can't sustain that. You have to give me realistic cash flows, right? So I can't assume GameStop is going to make $300 million swings on free cash flow every quarter. It's not fair. It's not fair to say that. We don't have another Canada to sell off, right? So they sold off all of Canada. They sold off the majority of Europe. So, the Italy, the Scotland, was it Scotland or was it Ireland? Ireland stores. So, yeah, I think GameStop's free cash flow will settle out around 100, 200 million for the year. But, profits for the company should be anywhere from 400 to 500 million dollars, without a doubt. So, and that's going to be coming up. But they use a lot of my metrics that I've been showing you guys. They actually put it together to, for the SOAP, as we call it, right? The sum of all parts. So it was a learning experience for me to see how they were getting the free cash flow percentage. I just don't agree with it. Another thing I don't agree with is to measure GameStop based off of one quarter, like quarter 4, which is what they were doing in the article. You can't do that because quarter 4 is Christmas. So in a retail world, you have to do things on a fiscal, on a full wrap. Yeah, all these things, right? And so it's seasonality. That's why we get lucky sometimes. We get lucky sometimes to have a console release not at Christmas. I think Nintendo did that on purpose. So what it is it's early sales. So you guys ever gone to like a retail store and they're a season ahead? Like you go to a retail store and you walk in and they have it's middle summer and they have costumes. Or it's winter time and they have backpacks, and it's Christmas time and they're already getting ready for spring. Like it has nothing to do with that they're out of the loop, man. They don't know, man. What are they selling? It has everything to do with getting money first. If I can have the product 3 months before the rest of the world sells it, then I better put it out on the shelf so I can get the early sales for that one shopper that wants to buy things early, and then I can prep myself. What Nintendo did by having this summer release or May release for the Switch, May, early June, was you got the tail end of the tax return season. So tax return season kicks in, people get their cash, they have money, perfect. You've got the school kids who are actually going into summer. So you need something to do all summer? Great, I'm going to put you in front of the TV and play video games. Buy a console. Here you go. Now you're there. And you're getting it before Christmas. So the restock of the shelving will be every month, whatever it may be. But come Christmas time, you're going to have every accessory. You're going to have every game available to them. And then the refresh itself and the restock. So Nintendo knows what they're doing on that end. You wouldn't release it after Christmas, right? You wouldn't release it January, February, March, because then no one's buying. And they can't buy because they just used all their holiday money. So it's well thought out, without a doubt. So I like it. I like everything they do. But if you don't understand retail and the ebb and flow of that, then it's never going to work for you, bros. You guys are going to come in here and try to tell me, well, look at the revenue. It's down. And it's like, yeah, idiots. It's down. They closed 1,200 stores. So now go ahead and divide that revenue and tell me how much they make per store. It's actually up. The percentage of revenue per store increased almost 10%. And that's huge. That's huge. So It was over 10%, if I'm not mistaken. It went from 211,000 to 250,000. So almost, yeah, 20%. I'm not good at math. I try. But it looks like they went up that much. So almost 20% on revenue. But people wouldn't tell you that. People don't know how to tell you that because GameStop doesn't break down how much they make via GameStop.com. They don't tell you. Margins will get affected whenever they sell consoles the way they're doing it right now because those are fixed prices. Consoles are the same at every store, right? So how do you make up the margin, or how do you have the add-on? You sell accessories, you sell warranties, you sell memberships, the pro membership. You give them more value for their trade-in, and then in turn, you're still making money because that's what GameStop was doing. It's not about how much money you're losing off the trade-in. Oh, I gave more value for trade. It doesn't matter. You'll still sell the product. You will. You'll eventually sell it to someone, which is fine. This is what GameStop has learned. But if I give you trade-in, I give you a reason to come. Because Walmart's not doing that. Best Buy's not doing that. Amazon's not doing that. GameStop is. GameStop's the number one destination for gamers. Just period. Physical. That's what Nintendo sells. It's a physical console. And the games are physical as well. So it helps us out. It works out. How about the cards themselves? People trading in PSA graded cards for a Switch 2. Think about it. They have a whole stack of cards that they never got value for. They don't know how to sell on eBay, and they don't go to card shows. And so what are they going to do? They're going to take that whole stack of cards, go trade them in, and get them a console. That's true. That's what's happening. So I appreciate it, though. Yeah, we're going to get back to work, you and I both. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to really touch, unless there's some updates that you guys want to talk about. I did want to answer some questions. Some people were asking me questions yesterday. I didn't get to them. It's really tough for me, man. I'm always busy. I know people were talking about Kathy Wood and her new Circle investment. And then, of course, the Fed's going to have to cut rates, right, come September. That's the scare. That's the skinny on it. I don't know if they are going to cut rates by then. They did it last year. It was like everybody knew he was going to cut, walked in, and he goes, we're doing 25 basis points, 50 basis points, whatever. You never surprise us. That's my whole point. But there was a Circle investment by Kathy Wood. It's called CRCL. And she is the number one trader on this damn thing. And as it comes out, everyone's been talking about it. It started out at, $64, something like that. It was a private investment, went public here. And it's already up to 248. A straight moonshot, just straight to the top of the sky. And so people are making money off of this. And Wall Street, everyone else who could get to it before you can. I don't care to chase these things. Just know the headlines, guys. That's all I ever want you to do. Know the headlines. Know them so that you know what you're reading, why you're reading it, why they put it in front of you, and why you don't get to read about GameStop. People try to tell you what GameStop's not versus what they are. I mean, I have a buddy of mine. He went out there and told me, oh, man, remember I told you guys? He said, oh, man, they're getting to that Bitcoin thing. And then he walks over and he goes, hey, Marantz, can I talk to you? I was like, yeah. He goes, I read up on Bitcoin. And, okay, so now I know what they're doing. And I might want to buy more of this. I said, no, you don't. You don't. I said, all you want to do is just keep reading, bro. Just keep reading. That's all I can tell you. So, it works out. Let's see. I had told you about the trading alert from the insiders of Nvidia, which 2 of them already sold. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Shocker. I told you about oil, how they rug pulled on oil. Maybe you want to see if I show it to you and then just tell you, or maybe you guys just take my word for it. I've been doing this a long time. Maybe you guys listen. If you don't, it's cool. I mean, I really don't care. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But what is it called? Watch this. I can do this. I can do this. This was the play on oil. Like I show it to you all the time, and then let's see. Is it on Market Insider? Might be here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so pay attention. Pay attention. I had told you that oil, when oil comes down and gold comes down, you're in a recession if it comes down at the same time. And we had that going before Trump manipulated tariffs. So this is your oil pricing, okay? This is from 2023 to 2020 now, okay? They want to show you this right here on the 1 week, 1 month, whatever, is the spike all the way up. You're at $75 a barrel. Come all the way down after these wars get announced yesterday, and a ceasefire, whatever it may be, allegedly. So here's what I see, and I hope you see it too. Let me go to the 6 month. We can do 6 months. I mean, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. Let's go to the year. All right. So what I see, 3 year, even better. Let me see if it's 5 year. Yeah, we can do on the 5 year chart. What I see is this. I see it down, just inverted. And as you come down and we end up hitting a recession, we end up hitting some real shit, you'll keep selling off to the down, and then you're going to have a bounce out of here. You're going to have a bounce because it's too much. People have been piling up so many barrels of oil, but you eventually will get this action here where you go from 40 all the way to 120. And that's going to be your recession. That's going to be where people say, hey, we're headed towards a recession. Now we're in one, and it's going to be very expensive, right? That's how I see it. I've played it out like my whole damn life, where you see it happen here. You go straight down. We're going into a recession. Now we're in one, and they make you pay for it. Then you come down. You're like, oh, we're going good. We're coming down. We're coming down. It's getting tight. We're about to explode. The market's about to turn upside down. COVID, make you pay for it. Now we're going down again. Something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I assume a correction in the stock market eventually. It's overvalued at the moment, but you'll end up paying for it. This action can take months, years. Don't play it out any other way, but it's what I see, and it's how I see it. But that's always been the life and death of oil. Don't really care, to be honest with you. Me personally, because I just buy it. I just buy oil. Not that I buy oil, I just buy gas, right? Like I just pay whatever the gas price is, I buy it, and I treat it like the stock market. I'll go in, I'll just put in $20 in my tank. Ask my wife. Just 20. She's like, what are you doing? Well, the price today is around $4.34. Maybe tomorrow it'll be around $4.20. I don't know. I'll make like 15 cents. 15 cents on 5 gallons. I'll save 75 cents the next day I fill up. I'm like that. I dollar cost average in my gas tank, bros. Am I crazy? Yeah, I might be. All right. Well, anyway, I'll show you the GameStop chart as I talk to you guys. Like I said, it gapped down. Didn't look too great. Only because they're attacking the hell out of it. We'll break back out of here. We'll go fight back up with 25. We have no resistance up to 25. We can run straight through it, get there, and then start dancing in the street here on 27 and 25 in this range right here. But this was, we thought we had a death. Nope, that was a forced one. We're still having a breakout. We'll get spread apart here. I love Bitcoin at 105. I want it higher. I want it at 110 at least. But that means we're going to have $40 million worth of profits, without a doubt. Without a doubt, we're way up. I just think the cost average versus what we're carrying, I think we have profit in a good amount. All we need is around $20 million profit. We'll be fine. So, not too bad. Those were the headlines. Oh, I love that Janet Mills got booed off the stage. Do you guys know who Janet Mills is? Good. Neither do they. She's the governor of Maine, a.k.a. California, Junior California. Little Maine out there. She got booed off the stage. I was so excited about that. Hate this lady. Hate's a strong word. Oh, man. I didn't like what I said. Massey says countries don't think the U.S. dollar is a good investment. Anything below 5%, I don't think Powell cuts rates until mid-2026. Okay. I mean, how many sanctions do you want to implement? Because then the U.S. dollar is a great investment, right? How do you control countries? You do sanctions for U.S. dollars because that's the reserve currency of the world. There's a lot of ways to manipulate what people do and say. They can say one thing, they're going to do the other. I'm just telling you. I've been around. I've seen it. Damn, Freddie. You're different, Freddie. Mag 1. I'm reading all this right now. I got to go back to you guys, read some chat. I know we were talking about failed YouTubers like Dick Newton. God. These day traders come into the chat and start putting like little messages in the videos. Hey, bro, why are you worried about what's going on? I was like, because the dude makes content and then he goes out there and tells people to do something and he's doing the complete opposite. Is that fair? Cool. Good morning. Time to learn and listen from the best teacher ever. Who, Dick Newton? Oh, no, you pointing at me. Thanks, bro. Why you pointing at me with dark hands? Oh, I don't know. That's wild, bro. Why you got to be Are we not colorblind around here? Working and listening. Hello, all. Thank you. No random pump and dump tickers allowed, Fabian. Fabian, yeah, you can't type some bullshit, Fabian. Unless you were trying to show what they're not worth, like me. Don't get it twisted. Marantz is the GOAT. Oh, thanks. Yeah. We saw the collaboration. You guys think he's a bot. That's wild. Just because somebody talks real boring. Like, hi, guys. Today I'm going to show you the Bible. I mean, I think after all the episodes, remember he was going to quit YouTube? He didn't want to become too popular, he called it. But that's because he hit big on his options and his stock. But after about all 2,000 pages of the Bible, is he literally going to just stop having something to say before the show starts? Like, when's he going to start repeating? Is he reading the Bible every episode? This is crazy, man. Guys, Bibles are made of tissue. Literally tissue. That's how thin the pages are. Can you imagine if the Bible had, real pages? War and Peace ain't shit. That's all I got to say. I'm actually taking off early today. That's why I started early. I'm going to go surprise my dudes at work because I got to have a meeting with some people who go in real early. So that's what I plan on doing. Oh, my God. Did I see this again? 2 more super chats. I got to get to them, guys. I'm sorry, but upgraded CVC. Is that, yeah, Capital Partners. I know who they are, CVC Partners. To overweight from equal weight. I wouldn't doubt that. 51, Team 51 is here. Question. If the S&P 500 is a revolving door to the top 500 companies, wouldn't it always move up as more and more value replace the ones that fell off? No, Brad Claps. No. It's not how it works. You can't hold up the value at the top if you're taking out all the hot air. So this is why people buy stocks, right? Like they buy companies, certain companies, they have a lot of hot air. How can I show you? It's what. Look at this. Barely? You gotta go. I thought you left an hour ago. You can't be late, Mom. I'm not late. I know you, but don't be. No. We can't do this. We gotta go. We gotta get there an hour early every day. Love you. You look amazing. Bye. Go. Bye.
My shoes are in the car.
Okay, I was like, what the hell? All right, bye, baby. I love you. So, bag of chips. My son's favorite. All right, listen to me, okay? Well, the market's always going to go up. No, it's not. That's not even true. Okay. Bag of chips, right? We like Doritos, by the way. Flaming hot. Limon. Yeah, limon chips. Okay, check us out. So this is Nvidia, okay? $3 trillion market cap on 25 billion shares. Price per share is $146. Believe it or not, Nvidia only has, right here, book value of $2 a share. That's it. The rest of the company is hot air. It has that much to lose. That's the point. That's the point of book versus what you buy. What you're buying is the potential hot air. How much bigger can this get? How much bigger can it get? Nope. Recession happens. You're gonna lose everything. All you're gonna have is the shelves and the walls. That's the stock market. People buy a bag full of chips, and they might be able to eat some on the way there. But I promise you, there's more hot air on most of these companies where they're priced out and they're booked. GameStop's bag of chips? Shit! Do I have one? Do I have enough? I don't have enough. It was GameStop's like it's so packed I can't even explain it to you. GameStop's just stacked, bros. It trades at 2 times book. You couldn't do that to GameStop's bag of chips. You'd have to eat them all the Doritos. I already did, by the way. That was me while I was playing video games. But yeah, no, there's so much to lose off the top of the market because profits are one thing. You're trading at multiples. No way. There's no amount of there's no way. Like, okay, I talked to Almo last night. You know, Almo's my boy, right? Almo's my boy. He's modded the channel 4.5 years, whatever. Talk to this guy all the time. I hung up on him last night. Ask him. Hung up the phone. Yo, I gotta go. Click. This guy who's been with me, ride or die homie, okay? But before me, he used to own a lot of things. Still does. You guys don't know, but he's been buying Palantir since it was $10, $8, $4. I don't even know. What does he say? Yo, man, bought back in on Palantir, 5 shares. I wouldn't care if it was 500 or 5. I said, bro, do you listen to me on mute? Are you one of those dudes just watching the screen? Like, I don't understand. He's like, nah, man, you don't know. They signed some more contracts. They did some more of this. I'm just like, the PE ratio, the PE ratio on Palantir is absolutely ridiculous. And that's price to earnings ratio, just so that people know what the hell is going on. The price to earnings ratio on this stock at 140 that this man that I adore, that I love Almo. Almo's my boy, okay? Cup, handle, bullshit. Marantz. This is a company worth $334 billion. This is a company, I can't even explain it to you guys, that has a PE ratio on the trailing 12 of 618. For the people in the back, that means to earn back that price of 141 for the dollars and the profits that they make, it would take 618 years. Are you understanding how overvalued this market is? This is not the only stock this way. This would be the equivalent, just so we're clear, crystal clear, of you buying GameStop at $4,000. Something crazy. Like, I might even, maybe it's $400 right now. Maybe I overstated that. Hold on. Let me make sure. If GameStop was 600 on a PE ratio, I'm just making sure I'm crazy right now. GameStop PE ratio of 49. I just call it 50. So times this by 12. Apologize, I got it wrong. Buying GameStop at 300 with the amount of earnings they have, people would go crazy. People would be like, 300? Well, then they have a market cap of 120 billion. They would have 120 billion market cap for them little bitty ass earnings. We better show me something. At least GameStop has $9 billion cash. Oh, bros, this is crazy right here. This is going to get really good for some people if they know what the hell they're looking. I can't believe this social experiment, Almo. Look at this shit. Net income is $570 million. A little bit more than GameStop. I get it. Revenue, less than GameStop. Okay. Might be phenomenal. Maybe there's something I'm missing, Marantz. Maybe I don't understand. Operating income is $405 million. They're making money off of the interest of the cash they have. They make $200 million. Sounds very familiar to GameStop, right? It would. So I just have to go down and look. Earnings per share, 23 cents. Nowhere near GameStop. GameStop's like 3 times that already. Okay. We go down. They got crazy gross margin because they don't really sell anything but a service and a product, I guess. Ops margin is 13, profit margin 18, free cash flow 42. Phenomenal company. Great. This is all run great. Did we mention they only make $500 million? You're giving them a value of $300 billion. Like, 500 million is not 300 billion. Why is Wall Street allowed to do this? Why is the world, I mean, just because they want to put money into it? Cash, they got $5 billion. GameStop has 9. Shit's crazy. This is absolutely crazy talk. Book value of $2.30 per share. I gotta go. Guys, I got shit to do. Almo, the next time you want to call me with some bullshit ass, I wasn't even showing you guys the chart. I wouldn't even show you the numbers. I wouldn't care to show you these numbers. They're that bad. I didn't make up the PE ratio. It made it up itself. 613. Fuck, where's the meltdown for this? I want all the CPAs to come out and have like this meltdown on the screen. Just be like, I can't believe you guys are buying this thing. Oh, please. I hung up on them. Ask them. I said, man, I gotta go. I couldn't believe it, man. I almost crashed my truck last night. Man, hey, I bought some more of them million Palanters. What? You giving back your money? You made all that money off the damn trade and you're giving it back. What is it that you're missing? Hold on. Am I missing something? I'm talking to you. This show ain't about anybody else but me and you. We got nothing but space and opportunity. Me, you, and the fence pole. Let me ask you something. I hung up on you last night. Let me ask you something, Almo. What the hell are you looking for? You're buying in at 140? How much more do you want? What upside do you want? You want a PE ratio of 1,000? You still won't make the money that you put in. You will make $0 here. Oh, it's going to go to 160. You did all that for $14? You're risking $1,000 to make 80. It's crazy. But it's your money. My boy. I get like this because it's my brother. That's it. That's the only reason why I get like this. Fucking take that money and go buy yourself some more GameStop and get the hell out of my face. Shit, man, lose my number. God. This is how I treat my brothers. I'm sorry. This is just the way it is. Ask Rico, man. Oh. Palantir's going to 400. This, see? I swear to God. I swear to God. I don't want to block this man. I don't want to block him. I can't. This is the shit. Oh, man. Dick Newton. No, we still talking about Dick Newton? Marantz, thank you. You're a spade. You're welcome, bro. Newton always sounds so depressed. Hi, guys. Today we're going to talk about how I spent $1 million in my Costco profits and my GameStop profits and in my Nvidia profits. I only buy blue chips. But is that what he's doing? Dudes, think about it. Did you do the math? He says that he doubled his position. He went ahead and sold 13,000 shares at the top, and then it went down. He bought back in for 24,000, and then when it went back up, he sold them all at the top of $40-something, whatever. And I sold the rest, and now I doubled and quadrupled. Hold on, you bought back in? Hold on, does anybody actually do the math? Anybody do the math on this shit? Saying he got 60,000 shares. Okay, so you have $1.8 million, and you're still writing covered calls. You're that crazy, man. We all want to be DFV, don't we? We all want to be DFV. Guy sitting on $2 million worth of GameStop shares. It started with nothing, apparently. Started with a loss trade. Had to explain it. What did he write? He wrote, I had to make up for my losses that happened in game. What losses? How do you have losses? Are you selling? Bro, you're thin-skinned over here, Newton. Real thin. I could, man. If I had free will to say whatever I want to say, like, because I don't, guys. I'm very protective of the channel and the platform. Trust me. But damn, bro, I'd be going crazy. But no. Palantir Max Payne is like 110 last Friday and closed 25 above it. Oh my God. Nobody says that it has to make sense. I'm done. I think about a David Mitchery joke. Yeah, David Mitchery. Oh, didn't David Mitchery say he hired them? Should join Palantir board of directors. Oh, that was April Fool's, wasn't it? Wasn't it that April Fool's joke? Bros, I thought that was so real. I remember. You guys, some people know about this stuff. Hey, check out the shirt, bro. Rhythm and Brunch. Can I tell you what happened? So, there's a DJ at this nightclub, and he's a cool cat. He's like, hey, man. Hey, Rick, man. We doing a Rhythm and Brunch, bro. And it was on Father's Day. And I was like, well, I got to go do a video shoot. I'm doing it at the mall. So took wifey to the mall, videotaped all day. Boom. But then I took her to Rhythm and Brunch. In between. Baby, we're going to go get some food. We show up. This dude goes, hey, man, I got T-shirts for you and the wifey. I got this. I was like, oh, it's like that? That's what we're doing, just getting free shit? I ate and left. I said, you thought I was going to stand here and dance and drink and do all this shit in the middle of the day? Crazy talk. I had a Coke Zero and some nachos. Went back to filming. I was just, we took a break. 2 years ago, I told you Palantir was going to 70, 120, 140, and then 400. Yeah, you did. But you didn't tell me you're going to buy back in at 140. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Matter of fact, the next time you tell me something 2 years ago, I don't want to hear about it, because 2 years ago, I told you GameStop was going to go up and to the right, and it was at $10, and I was buying in then. Still buying in. And where's it going? We're up 100%. Buying 140. Get out of here. All right, guys. I got to go to work. I got to go live life. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports the channel the way you do. We couldn't do this every day if it wasn't for you guys having the crowd here, getting the info out, and hopefully you guys are getting all the information you need. I want to thank the creators of this show, myself. Thank you. And then the other parts of the show, which is you. And that's Jay, Trove, Almo, Stacks, Hot, Ruben, Kyoto, and numerous other people in the Discord. The Discord is completely packed. It's completely free. Check out the description of the video. You can always join us up, Marantz Rantz on Discord. For those of you asking to become, I just want a public service announcement. You guys asking to become moderators of the channel, moderators of the Discord. Guys, that time has come and passed years ago. Years ago. My crew is deep. We're the samurai. We don't do it. If we don't get around to blocking somebody, well, then maybe we were just busy. I love you guys. I respect all of you. You know who you are. But don't trip, potato chip. I roll with my peoples. I appreciate you guys so much. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. We're going to be millionaires. Millionaires. Peace.
We stop at every GameStop, from beach towns to the bus stop. Control of dreams and trading scenes. Switch games, plushies, and shiny things. First stop, Florida, sun on blast. Theme park's cool, but we drive past fast. See that red sign, hearts go pop. Mom, there it is, another GameStop. Inside's a treasure chest of joy. Vinyl Funkos, retro toys, Pokemon cards, sleeves in stock. We scan the shelves, we check the clock. We stop at every GameStop, from beach towns to the bus stop. Control of dreams and train scenes. Switch games, plushies, and shiny things. Yeah, we stop at every GameStop. Family road trip can't be topped. No matter where we go, we know the red and white sign means let's go. One by the mall near Cheesecake Slice, one by the beach, they were super nice. Staff said hi with a knowing grin. You're the third family today, who's been? Dad found deals on games he missed.
latest date, it's still the same. That cozy little gamer flame, a home away from home. You see, a place for fans and families. We stop at every GameStop. Our vacations got that pop. From Orlando rain to desert sun, we're chasing joy, just having fun. We stop at every GameStop. New adventure, same old shop. Snap a pick a price, say hi. It's not goodbye, it's next one. Let's try. Yeah, yeah. We stop at every GameStop. Just one more before we drop. YOLO.
They laughed when we walked through fire, called it dead, called it done, liquidation flyer. But under the rust was a sharpened blade. We cut through noise, disciplined and unafraid. GameStop was bleeding, gutted, slow legacy retail. They said let it go, but we saw signal in the static storm. Trimmed the fat, then rebuilt the form. From dis to digits, from shrink wrap to chain, from junk stock joke to capital gain. Cut costs cold, every margin tight. RC said let's fix it right. You had to cut costs very aggressively. No bailout, no Wall Street cheat. Just clarity, chaos, and blistered feet. But still we stood, no hedge, no grace. Built our own engine in open space. YOLO, no map, no guide, just storm and tide. We made a move when the world said hide. Now truth and Bitcoin collide. YOLO, we don't borrow, we don't fold. Not sailor, not meta, not bought or sold. From meme to movement, brave and bold. Convictions, currency is gold. YOLO. Bitcoin has unique advantages. Gold's got mass, but Bitcoin's mind. Instant, portable, one of a kind. No armored trucks, no vault, no key. Just sovereign freedom, digitally. No trust required, no paper lies. Proof of work where power flies. Store of value, try store of war. Against the system we can't ignore. Fixed apply, no printer's curse. When fiat fades, this coin comes first. It's asymmetric, it's scarce, it's math. That's why we stepped off the beaten path. Don't follow GameStop, make your own decisions independently. One chance, one ledger, one truth, not just a trade, it's a stand. When history asks who dared to believe, say your name, say it loud, say YOLO, YOLO. One spark, one plan, no luck, just a retail clan. Built a lean with the rebel's hand, now Bitcoin's in the GameStop. To the skeptics we heard it all, to the doubters we watched you fall. From a piece of crap to a signal call, now we stand and we won't stall. YOLO. We currently own 4710 Bitcoin. Exactly.
Once a corner store with dreams so small, selling games and hopes in a crowded mall. Then a spark ignited a blazing fire, a Nvidia story that climbed higher. Oh, GameStop groove, let the record spin. From the basement to the sky where dreams begin. A revolution in the digital stream. Turned a retail hustle into a money machine. Oh, they said it's over, they said it's done, but the underdog fight had just begun. A Reddit storm made the market shake, a tidal wave that the pros couldn't fake. Oh, GameStop groove, let the record spin. From the basement to the sky where dreams begin. A revolution, born a digital stream. Oh. Turned a retail hustle into a money machine.